Counting Coup, the 12th episode of Yellowstone's 5th season, takes a very different tone from the preceding killings of John Dutton III and Sarah Atwood, although the ranch nevertheless lost another member. With Season 5 set to be the series' final outing in 2024, the neo-Western drama airing on the Paramount Network is likely drawing to a close. There has been so much bloodshed in Yellowstone Season 5, Part 2, that it appears that everyone's life is up for grabs, regardless of whether their deaths are plot-related or not. Rip Wheeler and the other ranch hands in Yellowstone, Season 5, Episode 12, made every effort to sell off their livestock. Instead of giving up any of his land to the government, Rip would prefer to lose his livestock, including horses, cattle, bulls, and more. Consequently, the cowboys and cowgirls set to work, with some even pitching in to help with animal transportation. Episode 12 brought tragedy back to the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch, altering the lives of everyone involved, especially the two ranch hands, after the loss of a key character. Carter encountered an unruly horse in Counting Coup while he was refilling the water buckets for the horses in the stables. Although Carter had been cautioned to avoid this risky stallion, he felt bad for the horse since he didn't want it to become dehydrated. As a result, he stealthily entered the stable and removed the bucket. But when Carter got back, things weren't looking good. Just before Carter was about to get hurt, Colby Mayfield showed up just in time to stop the stud from backing Carter into a corner when he brought the whole bucket of water into the stable. The Yellowstone character Colby lost his life while assisting Carter in escaping in Season 5, Part 2. In Episode 12 of Yellowstone's 5th season, the horse nearly killed Colby in the stable by kicking and stomping on him. Carter hurried to get a shotgun after escaping, but by the time he got back, the animal had already escaped. As soon as they heard the gunshots, the other ranch hands bolted for the stables. No other option than to remove Colby's lifeless body from the stable and break the news to everyone else, including his family, was available to them. Naturally, the loss of Ryan's best friend and Tita's boyfriend was devastating for them. Because it seemed too wonderful to be true, the opening sequence of Yellowstone Season 5, Episode 12 should have warned viewers about Colby's death. Colby and Tita had a phone conversation at the beginning of the hour, during which Colby unintentionally revealed his feelings for Tita. Claiming that it was early, he attempted to return it, but Tita would not budge. Tita informed Colby that she loved him before ending the call, unaware that it would be their final conversation. That made Colby's passing that much more sorrowful. Following the viewing of Episode 12 of Yellowstone's 5th season, the director of Counting Coup discussed the tragic circumstances behind Colby's demise in the interview. Voros stated, "For anyone who really understands the lifestyle of cowboys and working with animals and the risks of the job," and Rip says it about himself, "it's a dangerous job, and this kind of thing happens, and it happens in a split second. This death comes as a shock because it's so simple, and it's so grounded in the world in which all these characters work that it's profoundly tragic because there's no enemy here. It's the risk of the job, and especially because of the way that Colby and Tita's relationship has been playing out, absence makes the heart grow fonder, and their relationship had really just begun to take root in a different way. The timing of it is just gut-wrenching." Episode 12 of Yellowstone's 5th season adds Colby's pointless death to the corpse count list from Part 2 of that season. Furthermore, the prior deaths of John and Sarah mitigated the effect of Colby's. Why was Colby's demise in Yellowstone so uninspired, bewildering, and totally unnecessary? Because when a TV show starts killing characters left and right, each death loses its impact as the tale progresses.